What's up, Luna and Chimera? Good to see you. I gotta like wrap up. I gotta wrap up in like an hour and a half. So let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. Hope you two are both doing well. So what I wanted to do today was I've done some of my warm-ups, and what I wanted to do, I'm going to do one more warm-up, and then I'm just going to get right into the Mountfort pieces, and I want to work on some of specifically in The Heart Afraid of Breaking. I want to work on my phrasing and shaping my phrases specifically, and then on How the Wind Blew, the one with the percussive harmonic stuff going on. I want to just work on transitioning between the loops. Like everything's kind of in 4 to 8 bar loops. I mean, that's like normal for music, but like this piece in particular is very much, it goes back and forth between different 4-bar sections for the most part. And I want to work on smoothly transitioning between those. So that's what we're going to do today. And then I gotta bug out in like an hour and a half. So that's what we're going to do. That is the plan. So let's jump in. I want to do, like I said, one more Feuillard exercise. And then get right to it. We'll do number 2. Okay, so we're doing this. Wow. Feuillard. I don't know. I can't spell. Either I can't spell or I didn't move that command to my new bot. But anyway, you can see the daily exercise for cello. I just got this from IMSLP, so it's imslp.org. If you would like to follow along with the music, if you search for daily exercises for cello by that composer, you will find what I am looking at. Okay, so we're doing number 14 here. So this is a finger twister. So that's what we're doing. Let's try it 72. In case you're wondering, I am tuned down. A and D are normal, but we've got F sharp and B because the Mountfort pieces are are in a different tuning. It's DJ Moans 1. DJ Moans 1 says, lo and behold, the legendary and obnoxious Moans. All hail DJ Moans. Yes, go follow DJ Moans. Just go and find out. Just go. I'm not gonna. He's a DJ. He plays good music. Go find out what it's like over there. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna do this a little faster now too. Let's do 84. That down. All right, let's dive into this music business here. Do this. Chimera, how's the violin going? Okay, so the pieces that I'm working on, I just posted in the Twitch chat, posted in the YouTube chat as well. Come on, bot. Bot? There you go. Also, on YouTube, the link to the sheet music and the album is in the description of the video. But yeah, these pieces I've been working on, just within this album, I've been working on a lot of pieces from this particular work. So we're working on transitions between sections. So this piece is all harmonics. And it's all percussive, or almost all percussive bowing. See, Chimera says, it's going okay. So Chimera, for those of you that don't know Chimera, Chimera is learning violin, been playing for a few years now. So it's been, and we've been kind of swapping notes and things. So Chimera says it's going okay. I'm trying something new and dictating something I want to play instead of letting my teacher choose, because I'm tired of Vivaldi for the last year. Yeah, I mean, Vivaldi's good stuff, but, you know, there's other composers out there. But I've chosen Eris theme, and we don't have good duet sheet music for it. And also it's very hard, so I might have shot myself in the foot. 2.5 years, yeah. Cool. You'll figure it out, and it'll be a good opportunity for you to, because you're gonna have to between you and your teacher, you're gonna have to like figure out some parts. So it sounds like it's a good challenge, even if it's hard. Like it sounds like it'll be a fun challenge. I believe in you, Chimera. You can figure this out. You can, between you and your teacher. I believe that you will at least, even if you don't end up with like a final arrangement or whatever that you're happy with, I think it sounds like you're going to learn a lot. So I think it's not a bad decision to try that. What's up, Nivex? Nivex says, Eris theme is so lovely. I get a moment's rest every time Joe plays it. Yeah, it's very nice. Anyway, so this piece is lovely might not be what Helen Mountfort's going for here, but it's mimicking the wind. So this first part. So that's the main, kind of the main part in this. I'm not going to work too much. What I'm going to ask my teacher about at my next lesson is on the those are the notes, and they're supposed to be percussive, but I do want them to ring out a little bit more. So I'm going to ask him about that, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I just want to worry about the transition between that part, and then the next section is Whammy! What's up, Whammy over on YouTube? Hope you're having a nice Wednesday. Before I work on the transition, I want to work on getting that down. Like obviously, like between the two parts in that section, sometimes that transition is a little bit rough. But I want to just make sure. Let's do it slow. So where I'm having trouble is because the notes are like the fingering is different. The first time I play is 1-1, and the second time I play it is 1-3. I said I was going to play it slow, and then I didn't play it slow. I played it a little slow, but not as slow as I had intended. For any of you on YouTube, Never Not Whammy is working on learning some looping, and you should go subscribe to his channel as well, because he's great. We have been nerding out about music in chat a lot. See, Chimera says, also sure, Vivaldi's great, and I don't mind doing him again, but I've only been playing different movements from the same work for an entire year or so, just wanted something different. Yeah, it's tricky, like with classical stuff, because usually the pieces that you're working on tend to be like really challenging. So it takes a lot, like I can work on the same piece, which, you know, those of you that have been around for a while have seen, like I could be working on the same piece for 6 months or a year or something. And it's a lot of work to get a classical piece like ready to perform. And like maybe it's a matter of like I don't even know if it's a matter of like when you choose a piece you're stretching yourself, because you should be stretching yourself, but like even a piece that's not like that doesn't seem like a big stretch, it takes me a long time to get all of the nuance and all the precision and like all the phrasing. It like just takes friggin' forever. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you know, there's a lot of composers out there. There's a lot of music out there too. So I definitely hear what you're saying, Chimera. Where is my harmonic? See, that's the other thing. When I start working on that transition, I've been having trouble going from to there. Anyway, but we're not working on that yet. because I want to get my bow a little bit closer to the bridge, because where these harmonics are, they'll sound better. They'll sound stronger. So let's practice playing down there. Practice the pattern, and we'll practice playing closer to the bridge. But I really have to hit those harmonics. There's like a pretty good range on the string of where I can place my finger, but you'll definitely get better sound on the sweet spot, just like on a tennis racket or whatever. There it is. Sometimes I want to shift before I actually need to shift. So planning ahead is good, but jumping ahead is not. Anyway, okay, so let's work a little bit on that transition between... If I am too far back, we'll hit a different harmonic and then it's gonna not sound right. See, so here's the harmonic I'm supposed to hit. If I go back a little bit, it's a half step away. And so if I'm not precise, we'll get kind of in between the two harmonics, and then it's gonna at least not ring out as well. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Chimera. It's always good to see you. And good luck with Eris theme. I know you'll get it. I know you'll get it. Let's see, Whammy says, that one sounded rad. Maybe not the right one for this song, but it sounds rad. This one? Yeah. Like this. It's the same like the harmonics. So Whammy plays guitar. So if any of you also play guitar, the harmonics are in the same spot on a bowed string instrument. Proportionally speaking, the harmonics are in the same spot on a bowed string instrument as they are on a plucked string instrument, because physics. Well, this is because physics. They're at certain particular fractions of the length of the string. Okay, that one's getting cleaner. So let's do let's go between, let's play the beginning of the piece through that transition. See if we can get the whole first two phrases. Almost. I actually have the chord changes highlighted, like literally in like yellow highlighter on my sheet music, like digital sheet music. Let's see. Whammy says nodes, I think might be the word. Oh, interesting. Then we go back to that part. And the thing about the percussive bow stuff, I feel like I'm getting better at it. I don't know. We'll see if my teacher agrees. But because I do want to check the percussive bowing. But he told me I'm doing the white knuckle thing with my bow hand, and I need to just barely be holding my bow on those percussive notes. So anyway, that's how that's supposed to work. All right, and then we have a different part here. So we do the main part, or the first part again, and then we have a different little ditty here, a different little riff here. And then we go back to that. What's up, Cathedora? Nice to see you. Everybody go follow Cathedora on Twitch and on YouTube, or subscribe on YouTube. I need to make you a command for YouTube. But Cathedora streams normally in the morning US time. Often Minecraft, but not always. It's a nice place to hang out. I'm not usually awake when Cathedora is streaming, but yeah. Dropping a like and moving to the other chat. Oh, fancy. Cathedora, meet Whammy. Whammy, Cathedora. So anyway, let's work on this. I have to remember this one. It's a big string crossing because I have to go all the way from the D string to the C string, or the D string to the B string as it is tuned currently. little too low. Low being this way. Okay, so let's work on, and see, part of this transition is going to be making sure that I land the harmonics in the right spot, which did not happen. Too far this way. See, that's what happens. I'm going too far. Okay, so I hit it. That was good. Still a little bit too far this way. That was good. This way, and I can kind of cheat. After the first time I land, I can kind of cheat and scooch up a little bit, but that's not what we want. I want to land it. I want to stick the landing is what I want to do here. So I stuck this part, but not this part. String change. Okay, we'll do it one more time, and then we'll go to the next transition. I don't want to spend too much time on this piece because I really want to work on the phrasing on the other one. Okay, that was good. So let's go on to the next change. And I'm kind of doing this intentionally. I'm doing the changes between this part and the next thing, not as much between, like, not those changes. So we're kind of doing, I don't know. In my head, it makes sense as a system. So this next section is the harmonics. Well, I mean, they're all these harmonics. That's the next section. So I've been working a lot on the shifts as we go up the neck, or up the strings really, because I'm not touching the neck. But I want to work on this part, just that that shift right there. Okay, so I was short. And I also probably should do something like go that like 4 notes or whatever. Overshot. Undershot. I'm looking at bowing here. All right. Let's see. Let's maybe see if we can do that whole section coming in from the main part. Sort of. It doesn't actually matter as much if I hit those harmonics perfectly because it's supposed to be kind of messy, but I would like to. I would like to. That last high note's an F sharp. What's up, Jer? Happy lurking? Everybody go follow Jer. He plays piano and he plays lots of video game music, and he's also the editor of VGLeadsheets.com, which I use often. There's much video game music and shenanigans that happen over at Jer's place. Oh, sorry, Cathedora. Let's see here. See, Whammy says, gave the OG recording a listen. You're sounding fantastic. Oh, thank you. Sounds like maybe she recorded it in a room with some natural reverb. Yeah, probably. Got to take the cello to the train station or something. There is actually a location. I saw a show there. There's the Union Depot is the first thing that comes to mind here, our Union Depot. I saw Dessa there when they opened the light rail. Or it wasn't just Dessa. I think it was all of, I'm forgetting the name of the whole hip hop group. But anyway, it was not, the sound was very, there was lots of natural reverb. it was a little not great for a rap show. What's up, Velvet Goat Cheese? Mobile modding? Oh, no worries. No worries, Cathedora. I appreciate you. Whammy says, trip live from the Union Depot. Yeah, it was definitely not ideal acoustics for a rap show. Okay, so let's do this. I undershot by probably 3/4 of an inch. By over a centimeter for those of you that use metric. Counting is going to have to be a thing. I'm going to have to count how many times I play those notes. Because there's, what is it, 3, 6 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 notes before we have the glissando. That's a problem for later. Amy says imperial measurement is kind of whack, but we are stuck with it. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I have no idea how many times I played that high note, but we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Counting is hard. Counting is very hard. Let's work on this part here. Undershot, I was scooching up, and we don't want to scooch, we want to stick the landing. Overshot. That's what it should sound like. That's how many times I should play that. Okay. That's getting better. That's getting better. Now, the last transition that I want to work on is here. So this one is actually a different one. We're actually not going from the main riff. We're coming from this riff. Coming from this one, actually. This is the beginning of the riff. Ooh, nailed it! Nailed it! that's that business. And that's like that's the last transition I want to work on. And then we'll go to the other piece. So let's start here. And these are all eighth notes, there's no 16th notes in here, so it's all. There we are. It's a little bit more of a reach than I was doing. That's what we're doing. So no. I was throwing 16th notes in there that are not on the page. Okay, so my thumb is a whole step above where this note is. And I am aiming wrong. I am aiming for where my finger was, and it's a whole step above where my finger was. It's pizza o'clock. Have a good pizza, Whammy. We'll see you later. Where are you? Where did you go? So that's where the notes actually are if I were to play on the, like, not harmonics, if I was going to actually press the string down. That's a practice technique that my teacher suggested. They're not actually triplets, and I think I was playing them like triplets. But they're grouped in three. Well, it's 3/4. This piece is in 3/4. Okay, so if we transition in. Okay. Let's move on to the other piece because I want to make sure I spend a good amount of time on that. What's up, Shade? Nice to see you. Yeah, so the piece is all it's all harmonics and like percussive bowing. But we're gonna move on to the the sad pretty one. So, where do I want to... Just looking at where do I want to jump in here. Because I want to work on the phrasing. And I need to do a lot more diminuendo, a lot more shaping the phrase, making it more quiet at the end of the phrase. So maybe we'll start at the top of the second page here. Oh yeah, there is a pizzicato. There's one spot where there isn't a pizzicato where I think there should be, where my brain not where musically I think it should be, but like where my brain's like, oh, I need to play pizzicato there. Cathedora says the sad pretty one, also known as every crush I had in high school. So at this point, we're at the top of the second page, and this theme repeats, or like this theme, basically this piece is just a few different, it's a few different sections that keep repeating at different dynamic levels and different intensities and stuff. So it's really, the phrasing is really, really important. And I find phrasing really hard for some reason. See, Shade says, I'm here for practice just in case I might have to play cello to save the world someday. All right. It's an important skill. The end pin can be potentially, probably, used as a weapon as needed. So anyway, so at the point in the piece, this part starts mezzo forte. And a lot of the piece is, we're imitating the duduk, which is a double reed, Armenian double reed instrument. So it's with really thick reeds, so it's got a particular sound. But here we're when it's quiet, I'm trying to play more flautendo, which is like this. Oh, that weren't the right notes, but. More like a flute, so I'm not actually even pushing the string all the way in, but as we get louder, it's less flautendo. Those are the notes. And I need to shift more slowly so we get more glissando. See, Shade says, I like your channel trip because I've never really took the time to know about the cello before. Well, I'm glad you're learning stuff. See, Velvet Goat Cheese says, along with the duduk, another sad instrument is the lone triangle waiting for the single note to be played in the 45-minute piece. Percussionists have an interesting job. There's so much rest, like, they must be just like beasts at counting. And I know, like, in an orchestra, like, a conductor will cue them in, but like that's a lot to kind of keep in your head. come back to this, not this section, a different section. Let's work on this. So this part is a little, then my teacher said, so basically this is the first half of this, or the first half measure is written as 16th notes, and then the rest of it is written as 32nd notes. But then there's an instruction when the 32nd notes start that says, start same speed as semiquavers, which is 16th notes, and accelerate. And then my teacher, we worked on this quite a bit at my lesson last week, but my teacher was like, well, all of the notes should be different. And I'm like, where he was putting a lot more emphasis, like he gave me some fingerings that have a bunch of sliding around, and like sliding around his first finger and first and second fingers, but a lot of sliding around his first finger. But he's sort of accentuating or giving more time to the notes where he is doing a glissando. And so just like to try and wrap my brain around, well, how do I want to make this sound, has been a challenge. I think I'm starting to get it, but it's not where I want it to be for like a performance. So that's kind of the boring version, but that's what it sounds like. And like there's a little bit of speeding up and slowing down and I got to figure out how to like put that in without it sounding like I don't have any sense of time. So that's like, there's a lot going on here. Then we do that same part lower, basically, the same sort of thing, kind of a call and response sort of deal, except you're calling and responding to yourself because it's a solo cello piece. That fourth finger pizzicato is also very hard. The pinky is just on its own wavelength a lot of times. Except when it's because the pinky and the ring finger are like connected somewhere where there's like less independence. I don't know, the pinky's just the pinky. And I also probably want to make this in this particular part, this is mezzo piano, so I want to maybe make this sound a little bit more flautendo. Probably play with my bow closer to the fingerboard to get a little more flautendo. Silver, thank you for the resub. 18 months. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. So then the next part, I need to move this thing here so I can see things. The lower part, and because it's on the D and the G strings, it should be a little bit easier to sound flautendo. Oh, and then we've got that. Let's just work on the first half here. That's that whole section, and I totally didn't play the right fingers, but I played the right notes. Not necessarily right or wrong fingers, but the fingers that I meant to play, the fingers that are written in my part. So I'm messing up the fingerings here, so I want to just do these without the slurs. So let's jump in on the fourth finger pizzicato and then into this part. I do want to use my first finger there. Probably could be more flautendo as well. Okay, that's getting better. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to stop raids just to make sure that I can get out of here on time. Where is that button? Oh, I don't have that button. Okay. All right, we did it. We did it. Okay, so the next section that I want to work on. maybe the very, not the very first, very beginning, but just the second time we play the main little melody here. So that glissando there. What I want to do there is I want to move my bow very slowly on the lower note. And then once I get up to the higher note, then I can move my bow more quickly to crescendo. Right, I do really want a diminuendo. I can probably do more. My teacher will say, you can do more there, but you know, we'll keep working on it. See, Shade says, man, I'd like to hook up your cello to my Boss synth effect guitar pedal and see what you play sounds like. I do have a Line 6 HX Stomp at my feet, but I don't have a pickup for this cello. I have my electric cello is hiding behind my cello stand. That's what I use it for. So let's try and put that together from the second phrase of the piece. This is the second and third phrases of the piece. Okay, again. So that's a little bit farther in. Let's do that again. I have my iPad charging, so I have it turned to the side. Oh, I don't even have my pedal on. That's why the pedal wasn't working at all. I was like hitting the pedal at my feet, and I was like, wait, what? Why can't I see that? See, Shade says, I swear you're bowing different tonight in a good way, or maybe it's the piece sounds smooth. I've been working on specifically on the bowing. There's like, been just working on the bowing on this piece since last week, kind of a lot. So I'm glad that you're noticing some kind of difference. That must mean it's working. So that feedback is helpful. Thank you, Shade. Do that section again. So that part here, there's supposed to be a crescendo. It's supposed to start mezzo piano. That's like way louder than mezzo piano. I want to make this part smoother. And also, I need to start my bow, maybe not at the frog, maybe a little bit farther out here, so it doesn't sound so twangy. want to make, so there's a fermata on that F sharp, or sorry, yeah, it's an F sharp. So, and I want to, and then like the pizzicato notes, they're on a separate staff, and they start a little bit after that long F sharp with the fermata. But it's not smooth. I'm not playing it smoothly, and it should be smooth. And it also, I want to shape that phrase so that the fermata might, that on the fermata we will diminuendo. We'll get quieter. Getting better. And then now we're at the part where I started working on the top of the second page. Let's go find another section here to work on. Ideally one that's not on a page turn, because those are inconvenient right now. Let's see. I mean, it's all like everything that's left in the piece, except the very end. Let's work on the very end, actually. Everything that's left in the piece is something I've played before, but it's with different articulation, with different volume, different sort of mood. Like, where I'm looking for instructions here. The next time I play this part, says urgently, and I have to figure out how to translate the word urgently to the bow, because it's a bow thing. But this ending part is the only place where there's different notes that we haven't already worked on, and it fits on the page. So we go. Okay, we're back to bass clef now. A lot of this piece is in treble clef, actually. But this is back to bass clef. Wait, are we? This is quiet. I think I'm playing it too loud. Yeah. Because basically the way the piece basically as a whole, if you looked at the dynamics, you know, there's little ebbs and flows, but we tend to go up in volume and then back down in volume over the course of the entire piece. So I should play this quieter, and I should play this more flautendo. Yeah, that's the high part. that's the end of the piece. So what I want to be able to do, I think maybe that, what's the bowing there? That's an up bow. Starts on an up bow. And we will write that down so I know which bowing to start with when I start there. Okay, so that whole ending phrase. I need to save more bow on that last part. I need to not be quite so far at the tip before I get to that ending down bow. So when I hit that note, I can't start it out here. So I have to figure out how to be more here, so that I can get back to the frog, so I can have enough bow for those last notes. There's lots of planning ahead that happens in the bowed strings. That was better. Let's do it again. All right. That's definitely coming along. I've got a few more minutes before I have to pack up. Let me maybe here. I want to charge this thing a little bit more. So let's try it from the beginning. I did it. It's coming along. It's coming along. Still, I know there's more that I can do with phrasing and dynamics and things, but I'm starting to do the things, so I am pleased with that. So anyway, let me put this down. YouTube, Shade and Whammy, thanks for hanging out, and anybody else that is over there listening and lurking. Should be back around this same time next week, maybe in between, but nothing scheduled. So hopefully I will see you next time. So I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube. Thank you. See you. Bye.